Hello, bronies and Pegasisters, it's me, it's Clayton, and I got off of my shift at work again. Now, when I heard that this week's episode of My Little Pony would be a Spike episode, I immediately thought it would suck. Considering that throughout the past in My Little Pony, Spike's episodes have been seen as some of the worst efforts that My Little Pony has done over the years. Whether it's the incredibly mean-spirited Owl's Well That Ends Well, to the episode that showed all dragons as being complete jerks other than Spike, which was Dragon Quest, to the utterly boring and totally unnecessary Spike at Your Service. The episodes in question have either portrayed Spike poorly or have just not generated good stories at all. However, there have been some exceptions like Secret of My Excess. But with the help of the writers Joanna Lewis and Christine Songko, this episode is not like your typical Spike episode, as it actually does provide some good action, great new characters, and a good amount of comeuppance for one of my most hated characters in My Little Pony. So Gauntlet of Fire starts off with Spike being called over to the Dragonlands by Dragon Lord Torch, voiced by Matt Calrick. Torch has decided to call all of the dragons of the land over to this one area in order to crown the new Dragon Lord, since apparently his reign's ended. So in order to become the new Dragon Lord, every dragon has to participate in the Gauntlet of Fire. Yeah, basically this huge obstacle course, which is meant for the big, strong leader dragons. So since Spike realizes that a lot of the dragons would probably either take revenge on the ponies or just cause misery for them, he decides that he has to compete in the Gauntlet of Fire and win in order to save everyone in Equestria. So he goes over to the Gauntlet of Fire and competes in it with the help of Twilight Sparkle and Rarity, all the while assisting another participant in the Gauntlet of Fire, which is Dragon Lord Torch's daughter, Ember, voiced by Allie Milner. Ember is probably one of the best characters in the entire episode, but I'll get to her a little bit later. So what did I like about this episode? Well, in my opinion, this has to be one of the most visually stunning episodes of the season so far. I know we're early in, but the colors on display here, the different designs of the new dragons, and even some improved colors and improved expressions from these different characters really does show how the animation has stepped up its game since Season 2 and Season 3. Not only that, but Spike's character happens to be portrayed in a positive light, and he happens to show his best traits rather than his worst traits, which was a problem that I had. The problem that I had so often with other Spike episodes is that Spike was either portrayed as an incompetent idiot or a complete jerk, and never as the voice of reason or the caring assistant that he was in the episodes that don't feature him. Here, it shows his positive traits, and Christine Songko and Joanna Lewis show why he's a character that's necessary for the show to begin with. Not only that, but the new character Allie Milner it's Princess Ember, voiced by Allie Milner, is probably my favorite character in the episode. Imagine May from The Last Airbender mixed in with Wonder Woman from DC Comics, and then you put them in a blender, you make the character a dragon, and you have Ember. She's pretty snarky and pretty tomboyish at first, but at the same time, she has a heart of gold. Reminds me of a lot of my female friends at school, really. Once you find that heart of gold, she's a very loyal friend who will stick with you to the very end. She might not be the biggest dragon, she might not be the strongest dragon, but as the message in this episode shows, being a big and strong guy isn't always the best leader. Yeah, strength and size don't mean everything. And I always believed with the right skill, the right speed, the right intelligence, and the combination of traits, even a little guy can take down a big guy. And Princess Ember does show that, as Ember and Spike help each other out through many obstacles throughout the episode. And they really do make a really good team. And I expect the shippers to ship Spike and Ember quite a bit. Hey, it'll give them a break from shipping Spike and Rarity. Seriously, what's wrong with you people? Anyways, Garble also features in the episode, and he's probably one of my most hated characters in all of MLP, but even though he still shows the reasons why I hate him and the fact that he's such a one-dimensional, dumb bully character. He does get quite a bit of comeuppance throughout the episode, whether it's through the very funny physical comedy throughout the Gauntlet of Fire at his expense, or whether it's Spike and Ember beating him down verbally or physically. So yeah, the episode's story is actually very well done for a Spike episode. The animation is top-notch. Princess Ember is a character I really want to see again. I hope Allie Milner gets to play her a bit more later on. And in my opinion, Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonko have accomplished another big shocker of a good episode that I haven't seen before since Rarity Investigates. Yeah, Gauntlet of Fire, I know I didn't make any Harry Potter references, despite the fact that the title's based off of Goblet of Fire, but I wanted to focus on the actual review. So, with great new characters, brilliant animation, an action-packed story, and an actual positive portrayal of Spike, I give Gauntlet of Fire a 9.5 out of 10. This one was awesome. The fire burns, but it always feels good. See you later.